Tina, what's the matter? Don't be afraid. What is it, Tina?
He told me.
I went to your seat. Tell me what's the matter.
I'm ugly and mean and nobody likes me.
Tina, you?
I'm not free in the least. And they hate me. They all hate me.
Who are they?
Everybody. All the kids at school, Miss Katz and the nurses and the doctors. And there must be something terribly wrong with me.
Do you like them, Tina?
Oh, no, I hate them.
That's the trouble. If you want people to like you, you've got to like people.
I bet you're only fooling me.
You try to see. In the meantime, it will help you in it. I like you, and I think you're very pretty and very sweet.
You do? Really?
Really. Now don't cry anymore.
Oh, why are you so good to me?
Because somebody was good to me once when I needed somebody. Now, come on, go to sleep. Close your eyes and let your muscles go on. There, that. Jerry's child was in my arms. Jerry's child was coming. Jerry's child.
Well, son, I hear you're running Cascade now. Giving orders to Miss Trask, my doctor.
You mean about that child?
Don't try to appear innocent.
But I didn't give any orders. I only requested.
I thought you came up here to have a nervous breakdown.
I decided not to have one, if it's all the same to you.
Well, go on.
I just think Tina is so unhappy here. I haven't anything to do with my time. Mightn't I be the nurse instead? I promise not to do anything again without first asking your permission. If only...
Well, just go ahead and tell me what you do.
I'd stay with her, pay attention to her, make her feel wanted and important. I'd take her camping in the woods, to Doris camping.
Sounds like a wonderful break for her.
Because I couldn't do it without her parents' permission. I wouldn't. What would her mother say to you?
Oh, she'd accept any plan that would relieve her of the child who's always been a thorn in her side. The lady would loudly protest if you heard me say so.
And her father, what would his attitude be?
Sympathetic and protective, possibly too protective for Christine's good. Result, resentment felt by the mother. See, the child's absence from home became desirable for all concerned, so I brought her here. I was highly recommended to the father by a friend of his, but he placed her in my care, not yours.
I suppose I'd better ask you something. How much do you remember about my trip to South America?
Well, you sent some beautiful postcards.
No, that's not what I mean. About an automobile trip I made and the man who was with me.
I never knew the gentleman's name. He never told me.
I'd better tell you now. It was Tina's father.
Tina's father?
Mm-hmm. Does that alter the situation?
Of course it does. I don't know anything about your relationship with Lawrence. I don't know how emotionally involved you are with him. I can't work in the dark.
Well, I'll tell you everything. It's over. That's it in 2 words. And Tina meets me, and I've never been needed before.
Well, I'm crazy, but if you promise to behave yourself...
Oh, thanks.
But you're only on probation. Remember what it says in the Bible. The Lord giveth, and the Lord takes away.
How does it feel to be the Lord? Mary had to be told, of course, and though we never saw him, he sent a message to Tina. She asked her to thank me. And then came a time when we returned to Boston, and the house was filled with young people. It was laughter and fun, and Tina coming down the stairs in a new dress and her hair all curled, and Jerry standing there.
Tina.
Daddy, oh, Daddy.
Well, can this be Tina?
Do I look nice? It's my first party, Daddy.
You look lovely.
You really like me?
Oh, I love you, darling.
Tina, don't you think it'd be nice to show your father your room and your studio and everything? Would you like to see my room, Daddy?
Oh, very much, if Miss Vale will pardon us.
How long are you going to call it Miss Vale?
What should I call it?
I don't know. Would it sound too funny if you called it my name for her?
Now, what name is that?
We decided on a camping trip. I call her Camille.
Camille. I think it would sound very nice indeed.
Jerry, what are you doing here all alone? Come and join the party.
I want to speak to you, Charlotte.
What about?
Take Tina home.
Take her home, but you can't. Dr. Jackson says it would be the worst possible thing.
Oh, I don't care what he says. Charlotte, I've accomplished very little with my life, but oddly enough, I've always managed to keep my self-respect.
How am I to interpret that?
By recognizing the sacrifice you're making and admitting it. I can't let you do it, Charlotte. I can't go on forever taking from you and giving nothing.
Jerry, that's the most conventional, pious speech I've ever heard. Oh, forgive me. I know it's your pride, isn't it? Let me explain. You will be giving. Don't you know that to take is sometimes a way to give? The most beautiful way in the world is two people love each other. You'll be giving me Tina. Every single day I'll be taking and you'll be giving.
That's very kind of you to put it that way.
But it is something that Tina has said. Don't you think she's happy yet?
Happy? She told me upstairs she loves you almost as much as she loves me.
And that is the reason. It is something about us.
Well, of course it's about us. Why didn't you marry Livingston? I'll tell you why. Because I came along and ruined him for you. And now my child comes along and claims all your attention and takes your whole life when you should be trying to find some man who'll make you happy.
Some man who will make me happy. Oh, so that's it. Here I've been laboring under the illusion that you and I were so in sympathy, so one, that you know without being asked what would make me happy. And you come up here to talk about some man. Sarah, you haven't the slightest conception of what torture it is to love a man and be shut out, to be always an outsider and an extra.
Charlotte.
When Tina said she'd come and stay with me, it was like a miracle, like having my own child, a part of you. I thought you'd understand, but evidently you don't. Again, I've been just a sentimental fool, the tendency I have.
Oh, wait a minute. I was afraid you were keeping Tina out of pity. But there wasn't any pity in your voice just now. I feel very small, Charlotte, and very much ashamed. I'll never doubt you again. Come here. Come here, Charlotte.
No, Jack, please. Let me go. Listen, darling, Dr. Jackson knows about us. And he said I could take Tina. He said you're on probation. You know what that means? He allowed you to come here as a test. And if I can't stand the test, I'll leave Tina and we'll leave each other. Jerry, please help me.
Shall we have a cigarette on?
Yes, please.
May I sometimes come here?
Oh, whenever you like. There are people here who love you. They won't be for this time only. That is, if you'll help me to what we have. We could talk about your child.
Our child.
Thank you.
There's something else I want to tell you. I don't know how. Charlotte, I'm not afraid of what's ahead for us. We have a certain immunity, you and I. It's a strange kind of love, isn't it, that keeps us apart. But it's stronger than both of us together. And it won't die. You believe that, Charlotte? And you will be happy.
Oh, Jerry, don't let us be mean. We have the stars.
Bette Davis and Gregory Peck will return for a curtain call in just a moment. Here's Mr. Keighley with our stars.
It gives me great pleasure to bring back to the footlights for their curtain call Bette Davis and Gregory Peck, who appear together for the first time on any stage.
It seems natural to be on a stage with you again, Bill.
And it's been a real privilege for me to play opposite Bette.
I think for both of you, success was predetermined.
It's a very nice thought, Bill. What do you mean?
Well, you may not know it, but you were both born on the same day in April. And from ancient law, you know how the stars affect our lives.
Well, I know how stars like Bette Davis affect mine.
Well, I'm talking about the celestial stars.
Oh, I'm afraid that subject's a little over my head, Phil.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. You took us on a very pleasant voyage. This is William Keighley saying good night to you from Hollywood.